kids, y'all. Damn, shorty.
Students trying to take me down.
Why did I get fired?
Studstitute, coming this fall, only in theaters.
Hey, Daddy, can we get a substitute?
Introducing the Studstitute action figure. She does everything but teach, with her very own body cam harness for recording inspiration, not chaos.
Damn, shorty, shit.
These students trying to take
Show some out of predator. I don't question them. I still pray. Ain't never gay. The toughest social I conquer the rainiest day. Fit so many faces. How come y'all can't give me no grace?
You know what's one thing that I really can't get past about that one stud who just got fired from the substitute teaching job? It's how the f*** you wear that everywhere you go.
Hey y'all, welcome back to West Virginia Wire, and today we are diving into the viral story of a substitute teacher who managed to lose her job on the very first day. She called it her new hustle, but by the end of the day, it was hustled right out the door between filming students without consent, posting about it online, and that now infamous GoFundMe. This one's got folks split down the middle. So, was she misunderstood or just unprofessional? Let's take a closer look. All right, guys, as you saw from the pre-intro mashup montage, the title, thumbnail, and the thumbnail caption, description, all of that, you guys, we are talking about the so-called substitute teacher that lost her job on the first day. And I think the things that you will see will absolutely shock you on so many levels. And I do want to point out one thing before we get into this. We're going to be reacting to Pink Book Lessons along with our good buddy, Mr. Varnell Hill, over there at What It Looked Like TV. So you guys,
For free money, but man, if you can click the link, You know what I'm saying? Help me out in any way, man. Damn, shorty. Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further context.
Really?
I don't know. It's not looking good. That's going to take a heck of an explanation. But on all the fire from TikTok videos, the number one request that all y'all have is y'all want to see exactly what got the people fired. Y'all want to see the actual TikToks. So today we're going to get into exactly what got this.
all right, you guys, this is Mr. Varnell Hill over there with What It Looked Like TV. You guys, he's one of our favorite content creators. He's always got great videos that he puts together, and he's really good about getting in his comment section, talking to the fellow Insidians where we're so comfortable. All right, guys, let's listen to what he has to say.
Substitute teacher fired on her first day.
Here we go. I want to play his
What It
intro
Looked
because I
Like
love
TV.
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Teacher, miss me.
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And today, y'all, we got a solo shot. We got a full expose on the teacher that got fired on her first day, a substitute teacher. Now, this teacher is online, and she is acting totally oblivious to the fact of why she got fired. But the internet really isn't buying it. So we're going to start off with the video that basically got her fired, where she's at work for the first day. And you tell me if you see anything in this video.
And y'all brace up for this. Brace up for this.
Getting fired.
Yeah. We got a new hustle unlocked. I'm a school teacher now. Little brothers. Let's get the game rolling. Who would have ever thought it?
I'm going to make this full screen.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day. Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't had to do too much, man. I really, to be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher.
Okay, so you heard that she lets them do whatever they want to do. That's point one.
Took me a little lunch break. Yeah, they got it going on at this junk. They stay bound. Okay, then. Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids try to take me down, man. Then I look so young. I look like one of them.
Okay. Let's just take a quick pause right there and talk about damn shorty. Damn shorty. They think that I'm one of them. I mean, why would you even go into a school wanting to be a teacher with that kind of mentality? It's sickening. Let's keep going.
Appreciate. You know, my little free time, I had to go out there and give me some little content, little fit check. Really just a chill fit today. Cause y'all know if it was up to me, I would have been rough fine head to toe. Y'all know I ain't lying. But they did have a pep rally and came clutch. And that was the typical day.
First of all, why are you wearing a body cam at school? Like, is that a requirement?
What the hell is even that?
Like, and second, are you not self-aware enough to know when kids are laughing at you? Because from my point of view, they was lisping and keying in the back. They weren't looking at you like they was trying to get at you or whatever the hell you was trying to say. And lastly, was this your first job? It had to have been, because anytime you go to a professional setting, like, it's like you know what the tone is. This gives that you've never worked a professional job a day in your life. And this one is for all my lesbian moms with kids. Just because she's a woman doesn't mean your kids are safe with her. She just showed. Some of these women are weird as hell too.
Message.
But y'all be safe. It's getting weird as hell out here.
To me, I say it on every video. I really do not know what's running through y'all minds when y'all take y'all phone to work and y'all record all day long.
And I want to double down on that. You know, I've had people have a lackadaisical attitude about it that, hey, you know, well, they should know that if I'm coming to work. No, when you go to work for someone, you have a list of responsibilities, that a list of expectations, and then, you know, in return for the work that you provide, according to the employer's expectations, you receive a paycheck for that. Now, unless in the list of agreement it states that, hey, you can make content at work, I believe that if I'm hiring someone to do a job and they're making content while working for me, then if they're making any money off of their content, I better be getting a cut of that, or they're getting a pay cut. Let's continue on.
And think that once it hits the internet and management sees it, that y'all not going to be in any type trouble. You're in the TikTok totally confessing about how you don't do any work. That's the type teacher you are. You just let your kids do whatever.
Today was really...
Did you hear that? I mean, you're admitting that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing at work, and then you're surprised that you lost your job. I'm still wondering why this person is not in jail.
Breathe.
Because if you stay all the way through, What It Looked Like TV uncovered the Instagram posts and videos and TikTok videos that this person has made, and I will say it's highly disturbing. Let's keep going.
My kids ain't have to do too much, man. I really, to be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher.
That
You
would have
ain't no
got you
teacher.
fired alone, let alone looking like you was looking at the child in an inappropriate way. That was out of order.
Way
There's
out
no
of order.
explaining this.
None.
Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man.
But yeah,
And does it really look like that little girl is digging anything that fool is saying or doing? I mean, think about it. Look at this face. Look at this face. It's sickening. If I could find it. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, that's where they lost their job. Here we go. Right there. Form or fashion with this fool claiming you gonna get me caught up. That's disgusting to me. It's disgusting to me. I can't even begin to tell you how many ways from Sunday it's disgusting to me. Let's continue.
Man, I gotta get up out these school
You-
kids trying to take me
You
down,
need to be
man.
arrested
but
in
yet and
cuffs.
still, you get fired, and instead of learning from everything, you have an explanation. And the explanation isn't really an explanation.
As you guys may know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further context. I'm a content creator. I record everything I do, so it was typical for me. And as you guys know, if you create content, you will know that everything you see is not what you get. Majority of the content that you do see was recorded while I was alone. It looked as if I had a class, but I did not have a class, and the school knows that. I did not have a class. I had nothing but free time aside from the...
So how do you explain recording the students? What are you talking about? You're making no sense. None whatsoever. And how is it we've evolved into or de-evolved into a society where we're held accountable for receiving information the wrong way? No, it's the way you're putting the information out there, and don't ever think otherwise. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section.
For it even to be put onto me. I truly just thought I was doing something good for the youth. Like, Honestly, and I was enjoying it. I wasn't going to make a video, but I've been receiving an awful amount of hate. I feel like it was necessary for me to clear my name.
You are not the victim here. Your predatory behavior towards those students in the school. What?
And I do apologize for this.
Stop
Once again, I
this
truly do, but I had no
madness.
idea this was prohibited.
I apologize, but there should never be a but. Everything after but is bullshit.
Them ass. Those kids were smaller than me, shorter than me, younger than me. They are shorties, they are young. That absolutely means nothing with flirting. My terminology is much different from you guys. So I said the kids were going to take me down, as in a phrase of the kids all together. That absolutely did not mean.
So because you're speaking another language that no one understands, we're the ones that are misunderstanding. Please make this make sense to me.
So I say take the kids were going to take me down. It means as the same way that supporters do anybody else that they support. I'm no different from them. I handle myself more than proper. I do have a fan base.
Stop
I do have
this
supporters. I do have people that know me.
madness.
Those kids.
So this is where she goes on to say that the children knew who she was. They recognized her as a popular content creator. I'm not so sure about that
I already
one.
had knew me previously. It was several kids coming up to me trying to say, am I that person? That's what I mean by taking
well,
down.
I'm
All
just not
hustling
sure
at once.
about that
Is
right
what
now.
I meant. Absolutely didn't mean anything sexual from kids. That is sick.
Come
Those are
on
kids,
now,
so they see me as
dog.
somebody famous. They were all
Come on, man.
I find it sick that you guys would assume that I'd be saying that phrase in
All right.
voiceover I added way after I left the school. Again, it was an additional voiceover. It was not recorded. Videos, it was nothing saying I was cheering the school on. There was an additional voiceover that I added after I mashed the video.
All right.
Guys are not familiar with me or
Bro,
my
what are you
terminology, but
talking
I
about, man?
absolutely meant no harm. The entire 2 days that I worked at Lake Cornwall, I did nothing but my job. I was to
Lord.
myself. Not one single kid that could say that I did or said anything inappropriate my time at Lake Cornwall those 2 days. It was truly just a misunderstanding. But now that I see with creating content, it's easy to misunderstand and misinterpret things because everyone is free to their own opinions. That doesn't mean just
think you
automatically
would've-
mischaracterize it. Like truly, like honestly, you guys, I would truly have to be an idiot to know that I'm doing something wrong that would lead to this much and still do it. I absolutely did not know. What I said in a voice.
And you can tell by, some people, they tend to ramble when there's nervous energy, all of that. So why are you so nervous if you're not doing anything wrong? Why are you rambling with that nervous, rambling energy?
I am as ignorant as you.
Me too.
I honestly, truly didn't know you guys. Like I just didn't. It's no way that I would have posted it. I wasn't thinking inappropriate. So when you say that I said something inappropriate, it wasn't in a way that you assumed it because I wasn't even thinking that way from the jump. But I truly, sincerely, to the bottom of my heart, I do apologize to all of the parents of students at Lake Cornwall. I actually loved you guys' school. I would have loved to work there. Like, I know you guys have mischaracterized me, but I am a great person. Like, I am a great person aside from the tattoos. I am an excellent person.
All right.
I do apologize once again. I absolutely meant no harm. And I absolutely did again. And I just want you guys to give me some grace. This is my first time subbing ever. You see, I'm a content creator. This is my first time subbing. I was trying something new, trying to give back to the kids, which I would have loved to do. I enjoyed myself the time I was there, but
No, I don't think any parent wants what you're trying to give to the kids, and they shouldn't have had it to begin with. So there's nothing to give back. Keep it to yourself. But here's where you're really going to be shocked. Let's go.
She's doing some extreme gaslighting right now because what she didn't realize is, and this is what a lot of you TikTokers at work don't realize. Soon as people know that you're a TikToker, that you're on social media, what your co-workers are going to do is they're going to go find your TikTok and see exactly who you are. And that's what people did. And when they found the TikTok, her apology or her explanation isn't really lining up with her TikTok because her TikTok is pretty wild for
it's
you
bad.
to be talking
Fired as
about.
a substitute teacher that's on here acting confused about why she got fired. You need to be thankful that all they did was fire you. Because they needed to call on people and have you added to that list.
I'm Chris Hansen. No, you're not. Is it? No, you're not. Yes, I am.
Right.
Talking about some sheesh. Let me get out of here before one of these kids get me in trouble. As you're recording a child's body as they're walking by. Like, is you cool? And then you talk about, oh, it was my first day. I didn't know I could record the kids. Well, did you know that you couldn't speak inappropriately of them? Like, at the very least. And if I'm not mistaken, on your lunch break, you was definitely doing something you shouldn't be doing on your lunch break.
Yeah, check this part out.
Lunch break.
Like, yo, is y'all cool for real? And then you blatantly said that I'm not gonna have my students doing nothing for real. Do you know how hard it is to get fired as a substitute teacher on your first day? Now, if you ask me, I feel like them people ain't doing enough because you shouldn't be allowed within a certain amount of feet from a playground or a school.
I don't know. The kids say they didn't know her and they never seen her. But the one girl she focused in on in the video, she says she saw her before at her job. Not sure where she's working at. It could be a coincidence or maybe not. But what I do know is this woman had no business working at that school in the first place for any of this to happen. And I'm also 100% certain that these grown adults jumping on her social media, blaming her for the substitute getting fired, they are 1,000% out of order.
You don't want your kids to have anything to do with it. Here we go.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Just eat this pussy, you whole ass.
Substitute teacher was walking around with this strap in bro pants. How do I know that? Brody showed us. And by the way, this is still from a video. This a whole video.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Needless to say, the TikTok was out of control, man. She was on there being every type sexual you can be, running around with things, prosthesis stuck in her underwear and flapping it all in the camera. It was pretty disturbing, especially to know that she got a job at a school. And once the internet found her TikTok, not only was the school done with her, TikTok and the internet was done with her.
So you recorded a group of some girls walking by. You said, damn, shorty. Immediately followed up with, these kids trying to take me down. What do you mean by that? I'll tell you exactly what you mean. What you meant was, if these kids try to flirt with me, I might fall for it.
Here we go.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Just eat this pussy, you whole ass.
Substitute teacher was walking around with this strap in bro pants. How do I know that? Brody showed us. And by the way, this is still from a video. This a whole video.
Only did she lose that substitute gig, but she got the boot from her other job too. Now, fast forward, she's on GoFundMe, begging for money, crying about getting evicted from her storage unit, talking about needing help to get a roof over her head, but at the same time trying to launch a rap career. Like, girl, pick a struggle. And I don't know what's more troubling, her actions and how she's moving right now, or the people actually feeling so.
Right. The people that are supporting her, knowing what she did, why are you sending her money?
$100 goal. We're going to get into it, but first, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell, the substitute teacher, and think the school was right for giving her the boot. Go ahead and drop the boot emoji for me below. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into it.
The substitute teacher that was fired after her first day because she made inappropriate comments about her students on her TikTok has now started a GoFundMe for help.
Okay, so, wow, that's a lot to digest there. Let's talk about her casual tone as far as referring to the substitute teaching job as a new hustle, side hustle. What did she exactly mean by that? Her body language and statements around the students. She admitted students were videotaped, but claimed she didn't know that it wasn't okay. And what about her credibility? Could this be genuine ignorance or strategic denial once backlash hit? She absolutely has to know that this is wrong, or she's disturbed in her head. But I'm tired of us saying, oh, well, they're just disturbed in their head. There needs to be accountability somewhere. So let's talk about the legal angle. And like Pink Book Lesson said, if it was a male that did this, I don't think that they would have made it off the school grounds without being in handcuffs. So let me know what you guys think. Even unintentional video capture of minors in a classroom is a serious issue. So if they didn't know, they need to know. and how do we get them to know? So she reportedly launched a GoFundMe after being fired, claiming unfair treatment. Unfair treatment to whom? She made the decision. Look, as I'll say it again, if we are launching and we are content creators and we're putting it out there, we better be prepared to accept the backlash that comes along with it. So, influencer versus educator debate. Many online personalities are using schools or students as content, and it's happening with teachers. It's just really all disgusting. Is this an example of blurred lines between personal branding and professional content? I don't know. You let us know. What message does that send to both students and the public about respect for classrooms? And she seemed to think one of the girls was checking her out with admiration. However, I feel like the body language appeared uncomfortable, lack of eye contact, crossed arms, and nervous gestures. Well, you guys, let's leave it out in the cosmic void. You guys let us know what you think about all this. And what would you do if something like this happened at your child's school? Those of you that don't have children, maybe take a look and just try to remember when you were a child and how you think children should be treated. That's all I've got. My name is Regina Connell with West Virginia Wire. You guys stay tuned. And if you made it all the way through, man, we are so grateful. Those of you that are new and those of you that are returning. All right, we'll catch you on the flip flop. All right, guys, my final thoughts and closing statements on this situation. So I guess the main thing I think about are background checks, right? And in this day and age, I don't think it's an invasion of privacy to be checking out social media sites. And, it seems you have to have a background check just to get a job at McDonald's anymore. So if that's the case, I would definitely think that social media sites would be explored when it comes to applicants. I myself used to work in a little thing called HR, Human Resources, which before it was even called HR, it was called payroll, where we did everything. I've also worked as a headhunter working for staffing agency. So I definitely think it's something that definitely needs to be explored and considered, that, we should be looking at people's social media sites. And look, I think as a content creator, my views are that we should be the same as we are in that regard as we are what we're putting out, especially if we're putting, newsworthy stuff out there, our comments, stuff like that. We should be transparent and we should be the same. All right, you guys, again, I wanted to thank everyone who has been with us. Our channel is growing, and yes, we have recently reached our watch time hours to become partially monetized for super stickers, super chats, and stuff like that. I've chosen not to turn it on just yet. I'm trying to get the channel etched out, and I'm hoping that maybe we'll get a little help from our friends and start working with some people, because I kind of wanted things to be in place. If the channel were to blow up, would I be able to be responsible enough to handle it all, just being a one-man band and Rusty and myself? So that's all I got, you guys. I'm rambling at this point, so stay tuned and join us for Regina Reads, where we'll be reading popular books and some books from maybe some not so known authors. Also, Regina Reacts, which is what we're doing today. Regina Rants, that could have been included in the reaction. And also Regina Responds, where we'll be visiting the comment section in our videos as well as other people's. All right, guys, thanks. We'll see you later.